Here we have a visual representation of 4G versus 5G with Nokia. Manuel, talk us through what we have here with the cars.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. So, what we have here is a 4G versus 5G example of how we can use the network. Mainly, right now we don't trust very much of the smart cars that we have nowadays. We think they are pretty smart, but they have a quite narrow view of the environment that they have around. So this is translated on not a very safe or seamless experience for autonomous cars driven. So what Nokia is proposing here is giving them a network that all of these cars can share in order to make a much wider picture or have a big picture of what is going on around. So in this particular demo, we have a central server that knows at every time where the cars are and where the cars should be. And if there is any misalignment on this information, so this server will command the cars to accelerate or decelerate. In the particular scenario that you are seeing right now is how this application will look like if you use LTE networks. So with typical latencies round trip of 50 milliseconds. To be in the safe side, the cars need to drive this slow, as we can see right now. We will switch now to the 5G mode, and hopefully we will see that the cars will drive much faster.
And it's great to see a physical representation of what a difference it makes, and it puts things very simply, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a very visual example. So right now, as you can see, the cars are going much faster. The goal here is to show how this junction crossing is handled. Our goal is to make it as smooth as possible. So this central server that I spoke before now is telling the cars to accelerate or decelerate as they are approaching the junction, so that they don't need to change too much their speed. But of course, if there is, for example, an accident in the road, like this represents an accident in the road, you saw that first car stopped based on its own local sensors in order not to collide, of course. But you saw that the others as well adapted their speeds and positions in order to keep this topology stable, and they will always go to the junction properly.
The whole ecosystem responded then, which is really interesting.
Exactly. That is the goal that we wanted to achieve here.
Fantastic. Now, we have a lot of money being invested into 5G right up and through until 2020. How do you see this technology evolving?
So for sure, 5G will be deployed in 2020. That's always almost a reality. Actually, Nokia has already some 5G-ready products right now that you can see on our booth. But if we are speaking about autonomous driving, that will take a little bit longer. So it's not only because it's a pretty futuristic view or having cars driving you around, but also because this opens a whole new world for law, for insurance companies, and so on. It's quite hard to make a car responsible of an accident, for example, instead of a real person. So now we are facing really exciting timing, but I wouldn't expect to see this in real life at least until 15 years from now.
Interesting. A few more hurdles to cross, but definitely on its way with some very exciting technology. Manuel, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.